Oh man, so another interesting day for Bitcoin. We've got Bitcoin sitting at 47,400 and FANTOM at $1.43, up about 1% or 2 today as the market starts to decide if it wants to continue pumping. How much further can it go? We were touching 48,000 here on Bitcoin. Are we going to be heading to 50,000 soon? Are we going to be heading to 60,000 soon? What could that mean for FANTOM? We're going to share all of that and much more in this video. I'm going to share the key levels with you and what my psychology is right now in terms of what I'm doing around my crypto portfolio. So make sure you hit up the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. These videos are brought to you by myself. So if you want to join our course member live streams, guys, don't forget you can sign up to these live streams. These are at least three weekly live streams where you can ask me questions and we can critique your portfolio, talk about your favorite coins, do some research, do some macroeconomics. You can ask me about how to do TA or patterns or indicators. It's just access for you to ask me any questions you want around crypto. So consider joining. 3 more spaces left, guys. 3 more spaces left for me to honor the free access to the full jam-packed TA course, which I'm working on, which is going to have loads of lectures starting from very basics all the way to advanced on how I do my TA, how I learn to add investment bank, all the different tips and tricks I use in these videos are going to be in that jam-packed TA course. It's going to be about a $500 course. But for the next 3 people who sign up to my monthly subscription for at least 6 months, you will get free access. So consider getting yourself set up. Pin comment below will take you to the Discord where you'll find out more about that. But enough about that. Let's head over here to Bitcoin. And as you can see here on Bitcoin, Bitcoin is still leading the market. So it's important we always monitor this. And you can see we went as high as 48,242 before getting a little bit of a cooling off. You can see we've got an important level here at 47,000. We broke above there nicely, ran to 48. Now we're coming down to kind of test the waters around 47.5 and 47. It's perfectly fine, guys. Remember, this has come from someone who said it's even fine if we come and retest 45. There's nothing wrong if that happens. So the fact that we're getting a little bit of a consolidation here, this is perfectly fine. This is a continuation pattern, a bull flag where you can continue to see the move head to the upside. Now, we've got to take a look at the wider markets. And the wider markets are feeling pretty confident. You've got the Dow Jones up 30.3%. You've got the S&P up just over 0.5%. And the NASDAQ moving up over 1%. And you've got small caps on the Russell 2000 moving over 1.5% in the green. So the market's starting to feel as if we're getting some progress around the Russia-Ukraine issues, right? We heard Russia make some claims that it will curb attacks around Kiev and Ukraine calls for security guarantee in latest talks. This is good for the markets, right? If they're talking, if they're negotiating, if they're hearing words around ceasefire and de-escalation, remember the market's going to respond positively to that and Bitcoin is going to do well in the face of that. If we look at the fear and greed index, we can still see we're still sitting in greed at 56. Knocked down a little bit from 60 yesterday, understandable. It's going to hover around, but these are important levels because people are interested again. And I know that. I was out and about today. People are starting to talk about crypto. People who hadn't talked to me about crypto for many, many months have started asking, oh, crypto's doing well, isn't it? Portfolio's looking good, yeah? That interest is there. And so we need to be careful. I've made that very clear in my videos. This is when we need to be careful. We need to make sure we don't get caught up buying in any green punts, guys. I've trained us all here well enough to not do that. So please do not be doing that. Let's take a look at the FANTOM chart because the FANTOM chart is an interesting one. And remember, as I said, I continue to mention that we're still in this bear flag, right? We can't ignore the fact. Obviously, I'm still bullish FANTOM. I hold FANTOM. I'm not selling any FANTOM. But from a technical perspective, we're in a bear flag. Just like we were here, this is a bear flag, and we could still break to the downside. So we need to monitor this very carefully. The next key battle for us is to win this 147 mark. You can see we're getting rejected here on the hourly candles twice at 147. And it's not a coincidence. We know this is an important level. If we go back, you can see it here. This is where we got rejected a few times here. Dating back to the 6th of March. So we know this is an important level. If we can recapture this level at 147, that's going to give me more confidence that we're less likely to break to the downside here. Of course, it depends on the wider market. Of course, it depends on what Bitcoin is doing. Of course, it depends on what the wider Ukraine-Russia issues are looking like. But right now, we're in a clear environment. And I always said that after March 16th, we've got an environment where we can start moving to the upside in terms of our stocks and just generally risk on and therefore crypto, right? If the market's risk on, we'll see crypto start to move and we can have a good couple of weeks. But in those couple of weeks, we want to let our tokens do the work. We don't want to be the ones getting caught up buying the green. Please don't do that. The people who are coming into the market now and buying right now are the people that are tourists. We don't want to be the tourists. We were here during the bear market. Hopefully you did your buying. I mean, if we use FANTOM as an example, there's no reason for you to be buying at 141 right now, right? 142, 143. We were buying at 103. Even if you weren't as experienced. Hopefully you're buying at 110, 115, 120. All right, if you've just entered the market, be patient. We're in Fear and Greed Index 60. Be patient. Wait for pullbacks. Inevitably, there always will be a pullback, right? We heard of the Ronin Bridge exploit for, I think it was over 600 million, was it, guys? I've just had it as a notification while I was in meetings. 600 million exposure, right? Big hack. 600 million in ETH has been exposed, right? Has been hacked. This is obviously going to have an effect on the markets. We'll see how that plays out over time. But here on Phantom particularly, that's the key level I want to look out for. If we head over to the weekly charts, let's take a quick look here at the weekly charts. You guys know we've got a bunch of work to do here on Phantom. And just to be completely transparent, you can see here, we are still bearish here on our chart, okay? We're still below our EMA ribbon, and what we don't want to see is this EMA ribbon acting like resistance and sending us to the downside. And the only way we're going to start counteracting that is by getting a close on a weekly candle above this the lightest shade of yellow on our EMA ribbon, which is at about 172, okay? So where I'm looking, in case you guys can't see, just about there. That's where we need to close at 172. That's where we need a weekly candle close to start working our way back above our EMA ribbon. What we don't want to see is this, right? And remember, the bear flag plays into that pattern here. So I'm getting worried that on the weekly and even on the daily, you can see that the daily is giving us pressure here. We don't want to see us get rejected by this daily EMA ribbon. We need to get above it. And in order to get above it, we've got to get above 147, hold above it, and work our way to 165. Very important levels here on Phantom. Similarly, what are we looking at here on Bitcoin? Well, on Bitcoin, the key levels for us to work out here on the daily, look at the difference here. The Bitcoin chart is looking far more bullish than Phantom right now, because the Bitcoin, we managed to flip our daily EMA. Okay, we closed the EMA positive, we came back, we had a retest. Okay, see this? Flip our EMA positive, good, 2 strong days, 2 negative days to retest, and boom, explosion all the way up. And this is what I kept saying. Every time you flip your EMA ribbon bullish, the statistical probability of you getting a massive move to the upside is very high. And we're still working our way towards the break of the wedge. Price target at 52,800. We continue to hold that price target if and until something changes. Now, obviously, we can clearly see we're facing some resistance. We're getting some resistance at 48,000, 48,200, which is completely normal. But it's nothing wrong with Bitcoin taking a calling off in that period. If we head into the hourlies, you will see all we're doing now is taking a calling off. There's nothing wrong with this. After having a big move here to the upside, we called off, big move, called off, big move, nothing wrong calling off before trying to set up for another move. Naturally, we need macroeconomics to play in our favor. For you guys, the biggest non-financial advice I can give you guys right now is to be patient. See the course. Don't chase green candles. Make sure your portfolio allocations are the right fit for what you need. If you need to rebalance, that's different, right? If you're in a bunch of meme coins or you don't think you're in the right coin set for the next phase, then rebalance. But don't be chasing these green candles. Be patient. Let the market come to you. As always, guys, we appreciate this blend between technicals and fundamentals, regardless of where I am, sat in a hotel room right now, in between meetings, but committed to giving you guys daily updates when it matters. So if you appreciate that, smash up the likes. Make sure you're subscribed. If you like my perspective and you want more of this, consider joining our members only live streams. Okay, guys, links in the pinned comment below to the Discord. Find out how to get signed up in there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.